All right, so I am working on Friday's Spirit email, and this is what I'm going with. This is the U.N.I corn whiskey, and this is part of the Krogman's single barrel series. There's 9 of these total, and I've been kind of retroactively working my way through them at home, and this one has sort of shockingly been my favorite. So I know the one we've sold the most of is the Tater Bait, which is the classic 36% rye bourbon mash. But this corn whiskey, which as far as I know is the only single barrel, non-chill filtered, cask strength corn whiskey to ever exist on the market. So if you're a Mellow corn fan from Heaven Hill, you ought to try this because this just blows that away. No offense, I actually like Mellow corn, but this takes like corn level sweetness to an entirely different level. And I think the best way that I can explain it is to, it's like I've been drinking this over ice with like a wedge of orange, almost like you would do a reposado tequila. And it's got sort of those similar barrel notes. It's got a little bit of that corn kind of kick to it, but it doesn't taste young. It doesn't taste immature. It's a weird effect that this whiskey has had on me, and I really, really love it. So I'm a big sweet tooth bourbon drinker, so the sweeter the better as far as I'm concerned. And this one's basically like State Fair, sugar fried corn level sweetness, but it's got balance, it's got a lot of proof. So I think over ice is the best way to do it. And you know, I tried it in an old fashioned, but it doesn't need the extra sweetness. So literally just pour it over ice and just a little thin wheel or wedge of citrus and you're good to go. And I think orange is the best one. My office buddy here drinks oranges in his gin and tonics and kind of turned me on to that idea. But this U.N.I unicorn corn whiskey, terrible pun, goofy label, kind of poking fun at bourbon hunters, doesn't matter. It's a great whiskey, and it's just been a real standout for me. 112.2 proof for this particular single barrel. Remember, all the Krogmans are all single barrels, so they all have nicknames. This one is Knee High. So Knee High by the 4th of July, 2-year-old single barrel, non-chill filtered, cask strength unicorn whiskey from Krogman's. I love this stuff. It is sort of shocked me all over again how much I like it. Because sometimes when you do the samplings, you don't really know because it's like it's not been bottled yet, it's not gone through the micron filter or whatever. But this has been, you know, just one of my favorites of the bunch. So if you're expecting like 12-year-old Weller, that's not what this is. But as far as like a really interesting, sweet, flavor forward, something that's different, but different in a good way, not different in a sort of euphemistic way, it's great. I highly suggest you pick one up. All right, cheers.